we'd be remiss to not address it because
this is the moment we're in.
This is where we are, and we're both mothers, and we both have older parents. We have a lot of concerns. We share so much we're so professional, but also at times like this, it's really just about humanity. And I'm deeply concerned for everyone's safety. And trying to just read a lot of facts, not a lot of opinions. And people will sort of say things, and I always say, can you send me the article that says that? Or I want to make sure that I'm really listening to science here and not just opinions.
Yeah. I think also striking that balance between getting as much information as we can so that we can make informed decisions to take care of ourselves and our loved ones, but also remembering that our level of stress impacts our immune systems, and so to really try to cultivate calm and decompress and get the information, take care of yourself, and relax.
Clearly, we need to be taking this seriously. So we need to rework social interactions for the next little while, particularly if you have people in your close social group who have immunodeficiencies or are a little bit older. It's not okay for you to be cavalier about it because you're going to be okay because you're responsible for the people around you.
I'm definitely much more cognizant about cleanliness, about, wiping things down, wash my hands, and be courteous to other people.
I'm still traveling. I'm just traveling with more caution. I had a really funny conversation with my body worker the other day. I was like, I'm like cleaning my the surfaces of the plane where I'm sitting, my seat, my screen, my table. He goes, you should have been doing this long before coronavirus. That's like a cesspool of germs and viruses and bacteria. You should be cleaning it all the time. So right. I guess there's a little more heightened awareness about the virus, but life still goes on.
We have to be a little bit more vigilant in terms of washing our hands, and maybe there's a time to not take as many photos and shake as many hands as we usually do for a time, hopefully for a short amount of time. But we want to try and contain it and limit it as much as possible and be smart about it. So
we may not be able to interact with fans as much as we would like, at the premiere and things like that, and in large crowds. But for the most part, I feel like everyone's being careful while still being able to do what we need to do.
Sensitive. Yeah, it's a tricky thing. I think we don't have a corollary for this. We're still trying to understand, what it all means. And I think we just be kind and respectful to each other. We wash our hands.
Now it's the question of coronavirus and the very real concern of people going to movie theaters. Do you guys have any concerns, any idea of how that could affect theaters, box office, Jason especially, as a producer and a distributor?
Definitely have concerns, and no one knows. We just don't know. So far it hasn't. In the US, it has in Italy, and we just released The Invisible Man, and we had to pull the release in Korea, and Italy did no business. We just don't know. But the answer to your question is, do you think about it and worry about it? Of course we do.
We want people to see this movie and enjoy themselves, but safety first.
Yeah,
the most important thing is everyone is safe or at least feels safe. So.
The people who are already the most economically vulnerable to any shock to the economic system are the ones who are going to bear the highest price for this. Because if you can't go to a restaurant, if you can't, anyway.
Can't go to work.
If you can't go to work, you can't live, exactly. And if you're, a paycheck away, this is, I'm stressed because I got a pregnant wife and but I have, life's been good to me and I have the wherewithal to manage that. If I was one paycheck away from getting the lights turned out and I had a pregnant wife and I don't know what's going on, that's not acceptable, right? We have to be better to each other. So until America can get caught up in testing the population and really seeing where the epicenters of the disease are right now, how it's spreading, who actually has it, I think we all just have to take the short-term hit because the broader response has been lacking. And I think that is a travesty. I think we should all be up in arms about it, but we should be up in arms at least 6 feet away from each other.